Welcome to another episode of the Wandering Watercolor. Let's paint. Okay, so this is the 9th page of the Jungle Animals Watercolor Coloring book. And this one is a Gazelle. So basically, you just need your paint, whatever paint you're using, that's fine. This is just the palette that I make. A scrap piece of paper, a plate to mix your colors, just a paper towel, just so you can dry off your brush as needed, and a brush, any brush, along with a jar of water. So this one is just a Gazelle. It'll be probably the fastest one out of all of the pages in the book. And we'll start off by getting some light brown. And let me just see how that color looks. I might add a little bit of red to it, just a touch of red, not too much. Yeah, that's fine. And what I want to do is with this more concentrated mixture here, I'll go ahead and I'll add a little bit here on the side like this. And a little bit down here like this. And then I'll rinse my brush. And then with the wet brush, I'll go ahead and I'll pull out the colors. So I'll go over here like that. There we go. And then going down the leg, I'm just going to cover half of the leg, because the inner half is a different color. Like that. I'm going to do the same going on the outside here. And maybe a little bit on this leg, like that. There we go. And then that mixture, more concentrated dose of the mixture going up here. There we go. And going up in the ears. And maybe a line right there. And now I'm just going to rinse my brush again and just pull out that same color, but much lighter. The same as we did earlier. And up here like that, in the ears. I'm going to dry off my brush and pick up some of that excess. There we go. I'm going to grab a little bit of yellow. I'm going to grab a little bit of the mixture, just kind of mix it together. And add some water, because this needs to be a light mixture, not, I don't want it to stand out too much. That's what's going to go on the underneath here, like that. And down here. There we go. And then the last leg, just filling it in like that. And then I'm going to grab a little more of the brown to add to the mixture. The light brown. And then we'll add that here on the side, like that. More for the shading. Up here where the The upper legs meet the neck. Then a little bit like this, going upward. On the side of the leg, and then I'm just gonna rinse my brush so I can dry it off a little bit, maybe, so I can fade out those edges. Don't want them to be very prominent. I'm gonna rinse my brush again, dry it off some more, and do the same exact thing, like that. And repeat that a couple of times so I can get a nice faded out edge. Not everywhere, but some of the parts. Add a little more if needed. Definitely on the side of the legs, I do want a little more stronger color. Like that. And then on top of the head here, same thing. Ears. A little bit of a mark here. Let's see. Just step back for a moment just to make sure that it's going well, and I like how it looks so far. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the dark brown. Whatever brown you're using, you can always make it darker if you add a little bit of blue-green or blue, depending on which way you want the shade to go. And now I'm just going to use this brown to paint in half of one of the horns. And then do the same for the other half of the other one. Rinse my brush completely again, dry it off. There's just a little bit of moisture on the brush. And I'm just pulling out some of that color, like that. Like that. There we go. Okay, a little bit right here. Just to make sure that it's fully filled in, like that. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and we'll focus on the grass. I'll grab some of the green. And I'll do the green the same way that I did it with the okapi. Basically just add some of the darker mixture close to where the hooves are. Maybe connect it. And then rinse off your brush and then just kind of fade out that color from. But we're gonna stop a little bit right around there, almost like there's a horizon line. Like that. There we go. Okay. I'll rinse my brush. And then while that's drying, I'll go ahead and I'll grab some of the blue, the sky blue, or the light blue, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to add more water. This time I'm going to try to keep the color the same. And then just kind of adding it in the background. Not too strong, enough to just show that there's a background there. And I'm just kind of pressing into the paper, going upwards to show the nice texture of the paper. There we go. gonna grab some more of the paint. Make sure I have a good amount mixed up. And then fill in here between the legs. That. There we go. And up here, just carefully so that it doesn't go inside. And then just kind of fading that out, pressing in as it goes upwards to have that nice texture. There we go. There we go. The last thing that I can do is I can add a little more green to my mixture and then just do some quick brush strokes just to show that there are some blades of grass. Going upwards, just quick upward brush strokes. Okay. And rinse my brush. And I'm just going to step back, see how that looks. Yeah, I really like how that looks. I'd say that looks finished. Yeah, that's it for that one. It only took like 13 minutes. Wow. So yeah, hopefully yours turned out just as well. And if you have any questions, yeah, don't mind shooting me a message, comment, email, whatever works. And please share. Yeah, whenever you paint something, let me know how it turned out. I love seeing them. And I will see you on the next one.